All right, so today I'm going to show you 3 different ways to draw eyes. We're going to start out from simple to a little bit more complex to highly detailed. So first, I usually like to start out either by drawing the basic lemon shape or by drawing like a big circle and then drawing the outer eye around it. But here today, we're just going to start with the basic lemon shape. Whatever size your eyes are, like width-wise from corner to corner, you're going to have that same distance in between until you go to the next eye. All right, so when you do that, that'll keep your eyes fairly proportioned. You don't want to draw them like super big. Basically, however much space you have between your eyes, that's how big your eyes are going to be. Okay, then from there you want to draw circles on the inside to show the iris and the pupil. Now notice for my pupils, I'm shading in most of it except for that one little piece. And that little piece is what's going to give you your light. And that's pretty much it. We drew in a couple eyelids. We drew in the iris. Then we drew in the pupil. Added some light. Boom. Simple way to draw some eyes. Here I am just throwing in some eyebrows that are honestly probably too close. All right, now for the second version. Here I'm starting with the circles. But again, I have that line in the middle to show that they're going to be about equal distance apart. And I drew the eyelids around. The difference here is we're going to add a little bit more details by adding the tear ducts and adding in some extra light as well as the eyelid. So to show the eyelid, you can just do that little line here. To show light, I'm doing 2 circles on each corner because light has to travel through your eyes. Now darkening the pupil. And again, leaving that area where the light is going through the eye a little bit lighter. Darkening up the eyelids, starting to add in color to the irises. Now here we're going to zoom in a little bit so you can see how I'm drawing in the eyelid. Eyelashes don't just float. You have to draw them into the lid itself. And in order to do that, you got to draw the lid first. Then I put my eyelashes in, and then I just put in a couple little marks. You know, those little like lines underneath the eye to give it a bit more depth. And that's pretty much how you do version 2. Now I'm going to jump into version 3. Then after this one, I'm going to show you how to put all this together. So here we start with the circle or the iris of the eye, and then I'm going to draw the outer edge of the eye by building up the eyelid around it. You got to remember, your eye is a big old sphere, and the things that are covering that sphere are the eyelids. So I drew in the tear ducts, darkening out that line around like our iris and everything, and then building up the interior corners of the eyes because there's actually a lot more there than what we like to give credit. Then from there underneath, we draw in that bottom eyelid and that bottom little bag. And we draw on the top eyelid. Now here I am adding in the actual light. Just decided to switch it to the other side this time, that's all. Still following that same pattern, darkening in our pupil. Notice though, I'm darkening the edges and then kind of shading it inwards so it gets lighter as it gets closer to that light source. And then from there, I just went ahead and drew in the eyelid. As you can see, we darkened the iris in certain spots, giving it those little like square shapes to give it definition and depth. Now we're just going to build up the eyelashes so then that way it looks like they go into the lid and don't just sit on top of the eyeball. Okay, so finally what you've all been waiting for, we're going to put all 3 of those together. We're going to start from basic and just get more in depth. Let me know what you think of how I draw my eyes in the comments. Thanks for watching. Peace. Oh, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, repost, all that good stuff. All right, peace. For real this time.